broadcast of the Toyota eSports Challenge is about to happen. We have been through 2 stages, 4 incredible weeks, every week getting to share our Toyota Gazoo racing drivers, our pro sim drivers, some celebrities battling it out. And over the last 3 days, we've got to see actual real life gamers who've been watching, they've been submitting their times, they all race it out. We've been giving away prizes. We have a PlayStation winner, a PC winner, an Xbox winner, and now it all comes down to this. These 4 gentlemen we have watched since the beginning, G, and today they face off for 15,000 Rand.
I mean, I don't know if they're more nervous than I am. I mean, I don't think I should be nervous, but at the same time, I mean, these guys are all my friends. It's been incredible seeing how they've come over and been so incredible to watch here. And, you know, Alaric Ensslin, Charles Wilkin, Bruno Kadili, Jason Absmeyer, names that you will see in sim racing for years to come. It's going to be incredible. I mean, I am the team principal for White Rabbit Gaming.
He's a little bit biased, that's what he's trying to say.
A little bit biased. You know, Jason and Bruno, of course, driving for my team. But, you know, Alaric and Charles are 2 incredible drivers, and I couldn't have asked for anyone better to have a final with and to spend the final here with you, Sam.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited. G, we've been on this journey together. And of course, we've watched as if you've just come in to understand Charles constantly getting those fast times. And then in week 2, Jason coming out of nowhere. It was a week 3 where he suddenly just beat everyone. And he just came out and said, no, I want to spot them taking those top 2 qualifiers. Bruno and Alaric, of course, 3 and 4. That meant that our Toyota Gazoo rally races didn't make it through to stage 2. So we've really had this incredible journey of watching these players battle it out. And now it comes down to this. At the end of this, 2 tracks, 15,000 Rand, and the title of Toyota eSports Challenge winner.
I mean, I think that's it. Everything for the last 4 weeks wiped clean. And now it's to play for 2 tracks, 2 incredibly different circuits.
I think if we keep talking, G's gonna have a mini heart attack here.
We need to see the results.
Okay.
We need to go.
We need to go. We are gonna get started. We're going to Finland. Let's begin with our final 2 races. Here we go, our first race today in Finland, of course. And if you haven't watched the last 3 days, we can explain this is I'm gonna count us down. 3, 2, 1. And as I was saying, very long track, lots of space to go very fast. A couple of tight turns at the start and the finish, but we know with these races, this is going to be a great opportunity for them because they can really put foot. They all enjoy doing that.
They really do all enjoy doing that. And look at this close bunch of drivers up at the front together. They are Charles and Jason are the 2 leading the way. Currently, it is Charles up at the front. Jason just a couple tenths behind him. Alaric Ensslin slotted into 3rd place, and Bruno Kadili sits back in 4th. Charles Wilkin looking to get away up at the front, but look at them go, Sam. Absolutely phenomenal to see how close they are, and they're on the edge of limits. Look at Finland. It's tight, it's twisty, it's narrow at sections, and these massive jumps. If you overcook the direction that your car is coming, you land, and it's bad. Trees on the right, rocks on the left. Finland is danger.
Finland is danger. My favorite part about watching these guys is if you're watching the little markers on the left, you can't even tell the colors. They're that close. They're all on top of each other. They're all sniffing each other's exhaust. They're all desperately trying to just hope. And that's what it really comes down to, is just hope that someone in front of them makes a mistake. And when I say a mistake, you're not looking at a giant roll. You're not looking at a giant roll. You're looking at the difference between the inside line on a corner and the outside line. That is a mistake at this level.
It is, and you know, you have to make sure that you're carrying that speed all the way through. All 4 of them over the jump almost at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. They fly over and past the camera. Actually, Bruno wasn't part of that big club coming back. He's dropped down off the pace just a little bit. He's 3 seconds behind the likes of Alaric there in 3rd place. But Charles having a good run up the front here. Jason keeping him nice and honest though. He's 6 tenths of a second behind as they come through the forest section. They're about halfway done in the next couple of meters, and then that will be the halfway mark. So we'll be good to see where they come out halfway through the forest. They continue to go 4 tenths. The marker giving us the indicator that Jason is just behind Charles.
This is the 2 to watch. We said it at the start. Charles and Jason. Charles, of course, had the lead the whole way through. He finished stage 1 in that top spot, but Jason is so close. And every week has just been getting closer and closer to his time. Some of those weeks beating him as well. And you can see that now the 2 of them together are just fighting and trying so hard to get a feel for one another. They are almost at the same speed. Jason is so slightly behind.
It's a 10th now. It's less than a 10th coming through. Jason actually edging ahead now through the left-hander. Jason and Charles changing places. Jason coming out ahead after that little jump through the forest they go. They're coming down into the final sector. Now Jason has got ahead of Charles just temporarily. Charles 2/10 behind Jason.
This is incredible. Jason's edging out. This is what he wants. He wants to get over to that finish as quickly as he can. He needs to keep in front of Charles. But this is dangerous because Charles knows these lines. He knows how he wants to race this. As I say, that LT losing a little bit of control there.
A little bit, runs very close to the side of the Christmas trees and hangs some decorations, but puts the car back on track. Jason now still needs to close this out. Charles 2/10 behind Jason, looking determined in the camera. They're coming up to the line. Jason comes down, potentially over the line. Jason goes. Charles will finish almost instantly afterwards. And then we see Alaric go down. Bruno still needs to round things up. He's got 23 seconds to get there, but a very competitive pro racing sim final so far. Who takes the victory here? Jason.
Jason takes the victory, but by how much? Look at that difference.
Half a 10th on the first stage. So Jason, half a second on the first stage coming out for Jason. So Charles has some work to do coming into the next stage if he wants to take that. But Jason, what a performance for stage 1.
What a performance. You heard some of their comms there as they were talking, having a laugh, everyone chuckling because they see how close that is. Remember, this is how it's going to work. We have another track. And then we're going to take those 2 times, put them together, and the fastest racer wins. I know that Jason was at the top of the leaderboard, but let's be honest, right now, him and Charles, it's even money.
It's neck and neck. I mean, Jason took that right at the end of that stage. Charles led for a good 3/4 of that section before that small mistake came out and Jason took over. So I'm ready to jump into Kenya and see how these guys round out. Hopefully they're ready for us.
Here we go, the final race of the Toyota eSports Challenge WRC9 Championship. You saw Charles and Jason in Kenya. Now you saw them in Finland. Now you get to see them in Kenya. Very different track.
Very different indeed. And the countdown going 2, 1, and away we go here for the final round for the Pro Sim Racers lobby. This is going to determine who walks away with that prize money, and of course the best time over both stages combined is the winner. So currently Jason needs to make sure he stays ahead, and he is making sure he's doing that so far. Coming over the first jump, Wilkin chasing him down.
The battle is definitely between Charles and Jason. However, you cannot ride off Bruno or Alaric. Alaric has a tendency to be a little bit naughty. He can come in and very quickly speed up, overtake the other two, and ruin this for them as well. He has that potential, but right now though, Charles and Jason, that's what you need to watch.
That line that Charles just took through there, that was an amazing line that he seemed to have found through there. He found literally half a second on Jason coming through there in one corner, and that has given him the lead so far. This is a big change of events, Sam.
This is dangerous for Jason because that half a second is could potentially be the difference between 15,000 Rand and not. It could all come down to that very moment that we just saw, the better line, which is what we said in Finland. As I said, that you can see now, Charles, that has given him the advantage that he needed. Jason is going to be playing catch-up. It's troubling on this particular track because there's not enough space to catch up. It's just short.
Charles is having an amazing run right now. I mean, he's now found even more coming through. Jason perhaps a little bit rattled in seeing where that time was robbed off of them. And right now, Charles just flying all the way up the front, coming down through the bridge, does manage to get the car back round. Can always be a danger zone if you clip into that. These guys not doing that. Alaric doing a good job to just stay just behind Jason. He's a second behind Jason. So first, second, and third are very close together. Bruno's still in this down in 4th place. You know, he's racing for pride in this pro racing lobby as well. And he's just trying to get to the end as quick as possible too. Alaric though, we see those onboards. You see how focused he is in that driver cam. As Charles, look at him up at the front. Final stage.
He's just, you can see the frustration on Jason's face because he's trying to catch. But that turn we spoke, you've just seen him. He's shaking his head. He knows to try and catch Charles now on such a short track. Charles is going to fly. He's coming up towards the finish. I think that this is it. Charles is going to be able to take the victory here. And possibly that turn will be what gets him that 15,000 Rand.
We have to see what the time difference is. He crosses the line there. Jason takes second place. And we have to see what the overall time is coming down to that. I think Charles, very happy with his time clapping down there. Jason, bitterly disappointed.
And Bruno's just having I think he's doing some gardening there. He just wanted to rearrange the mounds a little bit, have a little bit of fun for us because he knew the others were finished. Yeah, has a little bit of fun, but there's the times.
1.2, that is enough for Charles taken that in the final round.
Oh my gosh.
In the final round,
I've actually just, I don't know how, I've got goosebumps and I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I feel awe for Charles for getting that line and just finding a way, or I think the goosebumps might actually just be for Jason. I can't. We said it would come down to one moment, and it was such a quick, slight moment, and it's just given Charles the chance to win that 15,000 rand, but devastating for Jason to lose it there.
Devastating for Jason indeed. I mean, I feel for him. He had everything going for him coming into that, and gotta give props to Charles. You have to give props to Charles here, because Charles, he came into that half a second down. He went, he defeated that, he got ahead, and he takes the overall victory. So you got to know, this is the thing with sim racing, Sam. You win some, you lose some. So for the WRG guys, myself, it's the second place and a fourth place for us, but we're happy with it nonetheless. Wilkin takes the victory.
This is incredible at this level, and this is the thing. I think when your mom is like, oh, you're just playing video games, like look at the level at which these gentlemen were able to drive there, the concentration, the focus, the fact that it could be that close. That this is not about who is the better racer. It's not. They're all so incredibly good mechanical skill they've got it. It really just came down to Charles going, oh, I have this opportunity, here's a line. It was a risky line as well. It could have not gone his way.
I mean, the way that it looked, it could have been a big track cut that put him 10 seconds behind everyone, and then he's nowhere near the front. But he's obviously found that practice time that we talked about. And I mean, oh, what a way to win the grand final though. Like as an underdog coming in. I mean, I'm gutted for Jason. I could spend too long talking about.
You could spend, and we actually want someone else to talk now, because we have Charles Wilkin. He's on the line. He's gonna chat to us. Your Toyota eSports Challenge winner. Let's find out what he has to say. Mr. Charles Wilkin, 15,000 rand in your pocket, and the title of Toyota eSports Challenge champion. Tell me, in that second game, in the second race, did you know how close it was between you and Jason?
Oh yes, you see the split times all the time, and you every now and again browse up and have a look at if he's not ahead or behind. It was incredibly close, and I must say very tense.
Charles, you and I have obviously done a lot of stuff together. I've seen you in the sim racing scene. For me, it's so good to see you still have that edge out there. I mean, give us a little bit of an insight into how long you've been rehearsing for this.
Yeah, I think the more you practice, the quicker you get. But you know, I usually spend some time in the evenings once the kids have gone to bed. Probably about from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the evening. So probably spend about 4 or 5 days of that. So close to between 8 and 10 hours per week.
What was it like? I mean, in stage one, getting to race, you actually come from a rally racing background, so you've done the real rally races. What was it like being able to compete against the Toyota Gazoo racing team?
I know all of them, and I used to rally against the likes of Jamil. So it was quite fun, and also maybe a little bit bittersweet, because I used to be an ex-works Toyota rally driver and race driver. So it was nice in a way.
I mean, it must still be good to be able to come out here and show people who's boss. I mean, you have been a name that people have seen in the field for a long time. Is there still a lot of gas left in that petrol tank? You're still going to keep going for a while?
Yeah, look, it's something that when I stopped rallying, it's something that kept me going, and you know, I love driving, and it's like at least I can still have a steering wheel in my hand, and you know, it's something I really enjoy, and to be honest, it's super competitive, whether you're racing or rallying, and a lot of fun.
Charles, again, congratulations. What a race, what a performance. You were the top qualifier for stage 2. You dominated there in that final race. Well done, and thank you so much for putting on such an incredible show for us.
Thanks a lot, guys, and thank you to Toyota as well.
Well, G, it's been a good few weeks, 2 stages. We've traveled the world in WRC9. We've got to see the best sim races, the Toyota Gazoo racing team, some really fun influencers and celebrities, as well as the community coming together to race. We got to give away 60,000 Rand. And of course, all thanks to Toyota jumping in here. What an amazing experience.
It really was. And for me, having something sim racing involved, I jumped at the opportunity. It's been so good to be here, be with you, go through the journey together and see just what it takes to compete in a sim racing background. I mean, sim racing is kind of a broad term, right? And the rally side is very different from the track side. And to go through and see what the rally guys have had to go through, how different it is from the practice side to doing it in a one-shot lobby. Oh, it was so good to see. And like you said, Toyota, what a show you guys have put on for us and allowing us to have this platform to discover some new talent.
It's been amazing. We got to see amazing races. Toyota's going to be in a lot of trouble because I am now obsessed with rally racing. I've been starting to watch it in real life. But more importantly, I'm obsessed with sim racing. G, I'm jumping in G's rig the moment I can. I think maybe for the next challenge, maybe I'll just come in the finals, and take that cash money. Who knows? But really, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about these drivers that we've seen and these races over the last few weeks. Tons of fun.
I mean, you couldn't have summarized it any better. I think for me, it's so good to have you involved in sim racing and wanting to get more involved with it. It's such an open environment and the community loves the growth that it's seen. I mean, you've been part of it as well. You've seen what it's doing. So yeah, if you haven't got involved in the sim racing side already, jump in, get involved, and Toyota, keep watching the space.
Yes, Toyota, thank you so much as well. We have to say to everyone behind the scenes who puts these together, all the admins who handle all of this, and of course all the races, including you who've submitted your times. Thank you so much for giving us the privilege of being able to tell your story. And I think if you are a rally fan, if you're a gaming fan, then make sure that you keep following that hashtag Toyota eSports Challenge, because I don't think this is going to be the last one. I think we've only just started.